outsiders are good for business, sure. But seeing all these tuskless faces walking around like they own the place makes me nervous.
Damn Voshrak! Their Trinemark nonsense is going to be the downfall of this city.
After what happened at the temple, I'm inclined to agree with you.
You two are worried about nothing. The king will deal with those traitors soon enough.
That was Malakat fanatics. Haven't you heard? Chief Bazrak sent him to kill the High Priestess.
Why would the chief want to harm Trinemark's mouthpiece? That makes no sense.
Who knows why chiefs do any of the things they do? Politics, I suppose.
Right. Blame it on politics. That's always your excuse.
If we don't get back to work, we'll have to go into politics to make a living.
My hunters brought in an entire herd this morning.
We should have enough for the feast then, depending on how hungry the king is.
Your hunt daughter. She told my Koskor she could marry whoever she wanted. Tradition be damned.
Isn't that what the king wants? Toss out the old and in with the new?
Can you imagine the chaos? Sometimes I don't know what the king is thinking.
My friend and ally has returned. Let's talk. I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts no doubt saved countless lives. It pains me to learn that Chief Basrog was involved, though. Basrog's never agreed with my plans. He's a traditionalist, stubborn and old-fashioned to the end. His unwavering devotion to Malekith, his hatred of Trinimec, his refusal to recognize my authority. I'd say Chief Basrog is getting desperate. Basrog wants to start a war. Damn it all to Oblivion, we'll have to stop him. He has the strength to overwhelm the lesser clans, and he's no suckling cub when it comes to fighting either. If he were to make a challenge for my throne... It's time to assemble the Great Moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't come around to our way of thinking. Talk some sense into them. You need to get to them before Basrog poisons the well and turns them against me. You made an impression already. Don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. The chiefs are stubborn, but they each have a problem that's confounding their clan. Solve their problems, and they'll attend the moot. Now you get it. Help the chiefs, and they'll be obligated to accept your invitation. I've tried to convince the chiefs of Tumnash, Morkel, and Shatul to join my kingdom. I even married a few of their daughters. We need a better solution. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog. That I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. But it needs to be the clan's chief that comes to the moot. If they try to send a subordinate, I'll be highly insulted. Do whatever it takes. The chiefs must attend the moot. I trust you won't fail me. When this is over, more? What?
For you. You're right, and I don't see how talking to you is going to help.
Winter on the range, it's almost poetic. The stillness, the quiet, the cold fit to freeze does, doesn't it? My great-grandfather chose the spot. Far away from everything. Plenty of trees, game. We drive the Etcheteres to pasture in warm months, and corral them up here in the winter. This winter's likely to be colder than most. Live on the land as long as I have. You learn to read the signs. The herd is restless, the wildlife flees, and the giants. Well, I think all this snow gets to them sometimes.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Rotten luck, Chief. Rotten luck. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Chatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that. We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard? I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. Right. Let's find Urkael the Cleaver. right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. I think we lost the trail. I'll head back to Shatul. All right, let's find Urkale. I think we lost the trail. I think we lost the trail. All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. I think we lost the trail. I'll head back to Shatul. Ysara! Guess she's out.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive. Well, look upon my husband and weep.
Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Ysara when she's back. You deserve the credit. That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again. Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a Chater. Chief Ogzor wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen. Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a Chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, Raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Ogzor took me in. Don't really know. Shatul tries not to talk about its exiles. Chief Ogzor forbade anyone from speaking of her. I think he blamed himself for pushing her away. After her mother died, Ushruka and her father were always at odds. It was inevitable. No, I've always respected how Ushruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her since she was a child, so going from Uncle Lorig to husband, we call that a never. Chief Ogzor knew I'd consider that a dishonor after what he'd done for me, and Shatul needed my muscle. It wasn't charity, if that's what you're thinking. Chief Ogzor's mother, Shatul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there. Yazara, look! I cut this off her tail the cleaver. My friend here struck the killing blow.
Impressive, Lorig. Why don't you show the others?
Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable. If Shatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him. Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion. Shatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a Chatir. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know. I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at Chatir. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I'll want to...
Who are you? I don't need your help. All right, let's finish this so I can get back to the clan. Yazara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out, but it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle. No clue. A potion, maybe? You scout ahead, find a truffle patch. Give a whistle. I'll send Scamper your way. Scamper will sniff the patch. If there's a snow truffle, he'll dig it up. You grab it and bring it to Yazara. Got it? Scamper is fast asleep. Near boulders or trees. Lots of them between here and Shatul. I lived in Orsinium for years. Sometimes I forget Shatul is home. Just find the snow truffle. It's think he found one. Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Shatul. I think you found one. Get that snow truffle to Yazara. And thanks. I won't forget your help.
Did you find Olgesh? Did you find Olgesh? Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper. Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for Chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new Chief of Shatul. I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Shatul, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you. It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it one last time. The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body. No, it is me, murdering my own son. Shatul must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense. I doubt that. An orc of Shatul would truly understand. You are neither. Yet you are bloodkin to our clan, and your words give me the strength to do what must be done. Shatul must survive.
Over here. We need to talk. You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet. Ushruka, exiled daughter of Chief Ogzor. Soon the new chief of Shatul. A merchant friend keeps me informed of Shatul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatul must survive. Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will. Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on Echater. A built-in blood price for the Disris. I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. And if he asks me to be his chief wife, I'll decline. Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. Gladly. Tell her the truth. I don't care if she approves. She will need to prepare the clan for my success. If Malakath disapproves, he can strike me down in the Bloody Knoll. But Shatul must survive. Go.
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Olgesh on his way? What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to contend for chief. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief. A chief who lost his entire clan to raiders from the Reach? He refused to challenge my son, to give him an honorable death under Malakath's gaze, because of friendship. No matter his prowess in battle, he is soft in the heart. Had she become Lorig's huntwife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender. When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she go, there is little time.
Ulgash sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgash is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Chateau.
No. What have you done?
Chateau must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor. Goodbye, little one.
You've returned. Who is the new chief of Chatul? I see. Our clan will believe Malakath favors the loyalty Lorig showed my son. They'll accept his victory, for now. I shall advise him, if he allows it, and I will watch for weakness in his heart. Chatul must survive.
This is not justice.
You alone emerge from the blood.
So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief.
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Chatul, I present your new chief.
Chief Ogzor was good for Chatul. Though Ushruka fell by my hand in the Bloody Knoll, I vow to lead by her father's example. I lost my best friend. Then I killed his daughter. The woman I was once supposed to marry. When it rains, it pours. But right now, it feels like it's pouring out in Echater's back half. You? Of course you have my support. You've done much for Chatul, and stood by me when my friend was dying. When it's time, I'll hear him out. You have my word.
So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief Ogzor, to ignore his murder. Urkael the Cleaver robbed me of my husband's mind, but Glagosh is to blame. She secretly worships Boethia, the Daedric Prince of Murder. Her prayers brought about Chief Ogzor's death. I haven't found the proof. I am no longer Hearthwife of Chatul. My husband's life was stolen from me by his Huntwife, my own clan sister. I want justice. Try the Giants' camp where Chief Ogzor fell. Or Lugbag. Ask what he heard the night before the attack. And search Glagosh's tent. Confront her with anything you find. I want to know what she has to say for herself. Shatul travels with Yachater. We have no prisons, just the Code of Malakath. If you wrong another in the clan, you have two choices. Pay in gold or pay in blood. I don't know. Poison, ritual sacrifice, time when she slipped away from the...
You're the one who helped Scamper find the snow truffle. Everyone calls him lazy, but they just don't know how to motivate him. It's nothing. Well, Stubbs went missing that night. When I caught her out in the snow, I heard someone singing. It sounded like Glagosh, but I didn't stay to listen. If the chief's hunt wife wants to sing alone at night, that's her business.
Should have been at my husband's side. Oh? About what? That's my hunting blade. Chief Ogzor must have grabbed it on his way to the giant camp. Careful how you handle it. The blade has a paralyzing poison on the edge. His sword jangles. Lots of little buckles on the scabbard. But mine is quieter than a thief. I bet he didn't want to wake me. You rummaged through my tent? If you weren't Bloodkin, I could gut you for that. Not that my things are... It's what they preach in Orsinium, isn't it? Always wise to keep in touch with the king's politics. We're a clan that travels the range. It gets boring at night. Sometimes we sing to keep... No, that. I wasn't singing. I was chanting. I was out hunting when I nearly stumbled into a mammoth. They have poor night vision. If you chant the way the giants do, sometimes you can... Well, I don't. What is the point of your questions? Yeah. The poor girl is still young. She can't accept that our husband fell in fair combat. There is no conspiracy. Just a good man who fell before his time. Tell her that.
So, what did you find? What did she have to say for herself? I knew it. Her hands are red with my husband's blood. Well, I don't know why he would. But you're right. His own blade was still in the tent. That means nothing. She's still a Boethia cultist. I'm sure of it. What does Glagosh care about Orsinian politics? The book proves her guilt. What about Lugbag? He heard something the night before my husband was struck down. You see, a cultist chanced to her Daedric prince, just like the stories. I bet she was cavorting in the moonlight. We've all seen her do that before. Of course she would say that. Followers of Boethia live only to deceive. It was Boethia worship, no matter what she says. Chief Ogzor deserves justice. This is enough evidence for me to demand the blood price from Glagosh. You're right. I was just so angry. If she had been there beside him, he'd still be alive. We'd still be a family. I'll speak with Glagosh. We both lost someone important to us.
Lost my best friend.
Leave me to mourn my husband.
Winter on the range. It's almost...
Doesn't matter who's chief. If we aren't prepared for the spring thaw, the Achater will drown beneath the snow.
So much to do.
not religious, but if worshipping Trinimac helps drag our backward arses out of the strongholds, sign me up.
It's been a slow.
May I be of...
Hello there.
Speak with me a moment.
The ogres around here kick like mammoths in heat. I'd buy some strong armor if I were you.
I know you. You're one of those outsiders that Kurog brought to our land. I heard you've done some amazing feats, but I'd rather you didn't linger in my stronghold. Sorry, but I have problems of my own right now. As long as my forge wife is miserable, I can't deal with anything else. I wonder, does King Kurog have a solution for volatile family disputes? I'd definitely listen to him speak on that topic. If you're brave enough, talk to Lasgal and do whatever she asks. If you can finally get her to stop yelling at me, I'll go and listen to whatever Kurog wants to say.
Use a break. Girl, she'll get herself killed. Children, never have them. The king insisted on a Morkel daughter for his forge wife, but then he decided to pass over my eldest. Now Ashika wants to prove him a fool for marrying her little sister. Malekith alone knows why Ashika ran off. Wounded pride sent her to Morkel descent, no doubt. Idiot. The girl will end up as Ogre Dun or a spider hatchery. Running off to Morkel descent is why Ashika's still unwed. Finding glory in old relics instead of at the king's side? He'd have chosen her if she wasn't so headstrong. Go on, ask.
Remember, a fine Orcish jack should be snug across the middle. If anyone complains, tell them to stop gorging themselves on raspberry pies.
no idea what direction I should go. And I'm freezing out here. I serve aboard Matir's Fortune, or at least I did before we wrecked upon the ice. We were bringing the ambassador to Hrothgar when a horrendous storm blew up. Sent the fleet off course and crashed us into the frozen shore. They sent me to find help, but I'm practically useless when it comes to navigating on dry land. Look, go talk to Lord Ethian at our camp. I'm glad. Not much to tell.